Let us start one more sum in consignment. A battery limited consigned 1500 battery costing rupees 5000 each to M Electronic Mysore. Okay, that means A limited is consigner, M Electronic is consignee. A limited is consigning how many batteries? 1500 batteries, and each costing is given. It is sending at what cost price, not at invoice price. Costing rupees 5000. That means 1000. They are sending 1500 battery, each costing rupees 5000. That means they are sending a total goods of 75 lakh. Sending a total goods of 75 lakh to M Electronics. Okay, M Electronics in Mysuru, situated in Mysuru. A is consignor and M Electronic is consign. Okay. Next, the consignor paid 75,000 rupees towards freight and insurance 30,000. That means the consignor is not only incurring a cost of 75 lakh, but he is also paying additional expenses of freight rupees 75,000 and insurance rupees 30,000. Okay. During the transit, it was found that 10 batteries were damaged and insurance company settled the claim for 45,000. During the transit, they are sending how many batteries? 1500 batteries. In the transit, 10 batteries were damaged. How many? 10 batteries were damaged. And insurance company paid a claim of rupees how much? 45,000. Paid a claim of rupees 45,000. Okay. Next, M Electronic received the balance goods, and that means totally they are sending 1500 batteries. How many batteries has been damaged? 10 batteries has been damaged. What is the remaining batteries? 1490 batteries. M Electronic has receiving how many batteries? 1490 batteries. Okay, M Electronic has received the balance consigned goods and paid unloading charges, and they are paying unloading charges of 14,900. They are paying unloading charges of how many? 14,900. Okay. Next, they accepted the bill drawn for rupees 2 lakh as advance. Okay. M Limited, at the time of receiving of this battery, they gave the bill for rupees how many lakh? 2 lakh in the form of advance. They are giving how many lakh rupees as advance? 2 lakh rupees in the form of bills accepted. Okay. Next, M Limited has sold. M Limited 2 lakh rupees as advance. M Electronics sold 800 battery for cash of rupees 6,500 and 4,500 batteries on credit for rupees 7,000 each. M Electronic Limited is selling 8,000 batteries for 650 in cash and 450 batteries for 7,000 for credit. Okay. Next, they spend 45,000 rupees for Gordon rate. It is non-recurring. It is recurring expenses. Okay, and 6,500 for advertisement and 3,000 and 30,000 for salary to the salesman. Okay, they are making all these expenses for 42,000 in the form of rent and 6,500 in the form of advertisement and 3,000 in the form of what? I am repeating once again. They are spending 42,000 for Gordon rent and 6,500 for advertisement and 30,000 as salesman salary. They are paying a salesman salary of how many thousand? 30,000. Okay. Next, the consignor is entitled for a consignee is entitled for a ordinary commission of 5% on sales. Is getting ordinary commission of 5%. Any sale made, he is getting a ordinary commission of 5% on these sales. Okay, and he is getting a Dell credit commission on 2% on credit side. And we already discussed in last class that Dell credit commission is paid for what purpose? To avoid the bad debt losses for the consignor. Okay, Dell credit commission is paid by the consignor to consignee so that the consignee will bear all the bad debt losses. Okay, and this commission is paid on what? Only on credit sale. Okay. Next, M Electronic remitted the balance due to consignor by bank draft. Any amount, any balance payable by the consignee to the consignor will be remitted using what? Bank draft. Prepare consignment account, consignee account, and abnormal loss account. We have to prepare how many accounts? 3 accounts. Okay, and we know the question. Let us revise the question once more. A Limited is sending, is a consignor, is sending how many battery? 1500 battery, each costing rupees how much? 5000. That means how many rupees of consignment worth is sending? 75 lakh. While sending, he incur expenses of freight 75,000 and insurance 30,000. Okay. While goods in transit, 10 battery were damaged and insurance company paid us how many thousand? 45,000. Okay. When it reached the consignee, and he paid a unloading charges of how much? 14,900. Okay. And he gave the bill of rupees how much? 2 lakh as a form of advance. Okay. Sales made. Ordinary sales for 6,500, for cash sales for 6,500, and credit side for 7,000, and he made following expenses: rent, advertisement, and salary. And he is getting a commission of what? Two types of commission he is getting. On ordinary sale 5%, on total sale he is getting a commission of 5% normal commission. On credit side he is getting a del credit commission of 2%. Okay, this is question. Okay, in this question, first, we have to understand, divide these expenses into 2 types. First one, non-recurring. Second one, recurring. Okay. And we know that non-recurring expenses is added for calculating closing stock. For calculating what? Closing stock. Okay. Non-recurring expenses include unloading charges, carriage, freight, insurance, etc. That means the first expenses is making, that is unloading expenses, and it is can be treated as what? Recurring non-recurring expenses, and it will be added to closing stock, and it will be added to what? Closing stock. But the further expenses made, such as board and rent, advertisement, salary, it comes under what expenses? Recurring expenses. Board and rent, advertisement, any salaries, it comes under what expenses? Recurring expenses, and it cannot be added to, while calculating closing stock, and it cannot be added for calculating of closing stock. Okay, we know that. Here we came to know that the unloading charges can be added for calculating closing stock, but these things cannot be added because it is what? Recurring or indirect expenses. Okay. Now, here in this question they are asked us to prepare consignment account, consignee account, and abnormal loss account. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕ್ಲೀನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಾ? ನೋಡಿ, ಎ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಗುಡ್ಸ್ನ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಗುಡ್ಸ್ನ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? 1500 ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 5000 ಇದೆ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗುಡ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಗುಡ್ಸ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ 75 ಲ್ಯಾಕ್. ಆಯಿತಾ? ಈ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳ್ಸೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು 2 ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ 75,000. ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ 30,000. ಆಯಿತಾ? ಇದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸಮ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಯ್ತಂತೆ. ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಹಾಳಾಗಿದೆ? 10 ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಹಾಳಾಗಿದೆ. ಆ 10 ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರೀಸ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಂತೆ? 45,000 ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಂತೆ. ಆಯಿತಾ? ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿನ ಎಮ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ? ಎಷ್ಟು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ? 1500 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಹೋಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 1490 ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರೀಸ್ನ ಎಮ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರಂತೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಂತೆ? 2 ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರಂತೆ. ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅನ್ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? 14,900. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ 6,500 ಆದರೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ? 7,000 ಆಗಿದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಸೈನಿ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಗೋಡನ್ ರೆಂಟ್ 42,000 ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 6,500 ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ 35,000 ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವನು ಏನೇ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವನಿಗೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಂತೆ? 5%. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೆಲ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್, ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಡೇಟ್ಸ್ನ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಡೆಲ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಂತೆ? 2%. ಓಕೆ, ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರೇನೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? 2 ಟೈಪ್. ಒಂದು ನಾನ್ ರೆಕರಿಂಗ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ರೆಕರಿಂಗ್. ಅನ್ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ನಾನ್ ರೆಕರಿಂಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅನ್ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟ್ರೀಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಏನಂತೀವಿ? ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ರೆಕರಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಹಂಗಾರೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವೆಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾನ್ ರೆಕರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು calculation of calculation of abnormal loss anything. Let's go through this. First, they are sending, consignor is sending a goods of 1500 batteries for each costing how much? 5000. That means he is sending a cost of goods rupees 75 lakh. While sending, he incurred two expenses, namely freight and insurance. If we add both these expenses, that means the cost of goods for 1500 batteries worth rupees 76 lakh 5000. Okay, but while these goods are in transit, 10 goods were lost, 10 goods were damaged. Okay, and we have to calculate the cost of the 10 goods. We know the cost of 1500 goods till now, the cost of 1500 batteries till now is 76 lakh 5000. We know the cost of 1500 battery till now, how much? 76 lakh 5000. If it is a cost for 1500 batteries, then what will be the cost for 10 batteries? Divided by 1500 into 10. What we have, we must divide it, and what we want, we must multiply by it into 10. We will get how much? 50,700. That means, what is the cost of abnormal loss? We are facing a abnormal loss of 50,700 here. Okay, 76 lakh 5000. The cost for 1500 battery minus 50,700, the abnormal loss which we suffered. If we deduct it, then we will get the cost for remaining battery. What is the cost for remaining battery till now? What is the cost for remaining battery till now? The cost for remaining battery, namely remaining 1490 batteries, were 75 lakh 54,300. 75 lakh 54,300. Okay, and then consignee incur another expenses called unloading expenses, which is non-recurring expenses, which must be added to the cost of goods, and it would amount to rupees 14,900. So we add non-recurring expenses, namely unloading expenses. 14,900 means the total cost till the date in the godown of the consignee amounted to rupees 75 lakh 69,000 75 lakh 69,200. Okay, and it is a cost for how many batteries? 1,409. Consignment account. In consignment account, we know the format of consignment account. In last class, we studied the format of consignment account. All expenses will be what? All expenses will be debited. Okay, and all income will be what? Credited. First thing in consignment account, we will write to goods sent on consignment. Okay, what is the goods sending on consignment? And it is in cost price. Okay, loading will be not there. Loading means removing of reserves will be not there. We are saying consignor is sending 1500 battery for rupees 5000. Consignor is sending 1500 batteries for 5000. It would amount to cost of goods sent, it amount to 75 lakh. Okay, next, any expenses paid by the consignor, will be debit using cash account or bank account. Cash account or bank account. What is the expenses which are incurred by consignor? Consignor is paying a freight for 75,000 and insurance for 30,000. Total would amount to 1,05,000. Okay, total expenses incurred by the consignor. Any expenses incurred by the consignee, we will write to consignee's account. Any expenses incurred by the consignee, we will write consignee's account. Consignee is M Electronics, Mysuru. Okay, what is the expenses incurred by consignee? Unloading, and is also incurring expenses of rent, advertisement, and salary. Unloading amounted to, godown rent amounted to, what is godown rent? 42,000. Godown rent 42,000. Unloading charges 14,900. Salary 30,000. And advertisement is paying 6,500. Okay, advertisement is paying 6,500. Then what will be the total? Godown rent is paying 42,000 and he is paying unloading charges of 14,900 plus he is paying a salary for 30,000 plus he is paying advertisement charges of 6,500. The consignor is incurring expenses of 93,400. Okay, he is incurring expenses of 93,400. Next, to consignee's account for paying commission. Okay, he is getting how many commission? Two types of commission. First, for ordinary, first on sale, general sale, it include ordinary sale and cash sale and credit sale. Second, for del credit commission only for which sale? Credit sale. Okay, so calculation will be like this. First, normal commission on both the sales. First sale he made is 8,000 batteries for a cost of 6,500. It would amount to 52 lakhs. He is getting 52 lakhs in the form of cash sale. He is in the form of cash sale plus credit sale would amount to 450 into 7,000. 450 into 7,000. It would amount to 31 lakh 50,000. First, normal sale. Normal sale is 8,000 batteries. 800 battery, and each battery is sold for how many? 6,500 rupees. That means 52 lakh. Next, credit sale. How many batteries? Credit sale 450 battery. Each battery is sold for how much? 7,000. It would amount to 31 lakh 50,000. 31 lakh 50,000. If you add both means we will get 83 lakh 50,000. 83 lakh 50,000. On total sales he is getting a commission of 5%, means his commission would amount to 4,17,500. He is getting a commission of total sales 83 lakh 50,000 into how many percent? Into 5%. Is getting a commission of 44 lakh 17,500 on cash sales. On credit sale 31 lakh 50,000. On credit side he is getting a del credit commission of 2%. Del credit commission of 2%. It would amount to 63,000. It would amount to 63,000. Okay. The completed expenses side. What is the first expenses? Goods sent by the consignor is the first expenses. Is incurring a cost of rupees 75 lakh. After that he paid how many charges? Insurance and freight. It would amount to 1,05,000. And consignee paid various other expenses. It would amount to 93,400. And finally commission. Okay. Next, after expenses side we will write what? Income side. First we will write by sales. Consignee, who is making a sales? Consignee. And is making two types of sale. First one, cash sales. Cash sale would amounted to rupees how much? 52 lakh. And credit sale amounted to rupees 31 lakh 50,000. Total it would amounted to rupees 83 lakh 50,000. Cash sales 52 lakhs. Credit sale 31 lakh 50,000. Total it would amounted to rupees 83 lakh 50,000. Okay. Next we have to write normal loss. We have to write abnormal loss. What is the abnormal loss? We are suffering from this. We already calculated abnormal loss. Abnormal loss would amount to rupees how much? 50,700. How it came? Total cost of the goods for 1,500 unit into 10 unit. We will get abnormal loss. Abnormal loss would amount to 50,700. Okay. Next we have to calculate the closing value of closing stock. We know till the date after adding non-recurring expenses, made by the consignee, expenses made by the consignee till the date, what is the total cost of the goods? 75,69,200 for 1,490 unit. We can verify it. Plus non-recurring expenses incurred by the consignee, it would amount to 75,69,200, and it is a cost for 1,490 unit. It is a cost for how many unit? 1,490 unit. Okay, but in 1,490 unit, he already sold 800 unit in the form of cash sales and 450 unit in the form of credit sale. In 1,490 unit, he already sold 8,000 unit in the form of cash sales and 450 unit in the form of credit sale. That means what is the unit left? 240. How much unit left? 240. We have to calculate the closing stock for how many unit? 240 unit. We know 75,69,200 is the cost for 1,490 unit. Then what will be the cost for 240 unit? 75,69,200 is the cost for 1,490 unit. Then what will be the cost for 240 unit? Means the cost of 240 unit is 12,19,200. How it came? 75,69,200 divided by 1,490 into 240. 12,19,200. Okay, what is the closing stock? 12,19,200 is the closing. How it came? Total cost into, we are calculating for 240 unit and it is a total cost for 1,490 unit. Okay, now we have to calculate whether we gain profit or we suffered loss. We'll add credit side 83 lakh 50,000 sales plus abnormal loss we suffered 50,700 plus what is the closing stock? 12,19,200. That means total would amount to 96,19,900. Okay, from this we are going to deduct the cost, initial cost of 75 lakh, okay, minus 1,05,000 transit and insurance things incurred by the consignor, minus initial cost, transit and insurance, minus expenses incurred by the consignee, 93,400 minus commission paid to consignee. First commission, normal commission 4,17,500 minus del creditor commission 63,000. We are getting a price of how much? Profit of 14,41,000. From this consignment we are getting a profit of 14,41,000. Okay, profit, we are getting a profit of 14,41,000. Okay, next ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ, ತುಂಬ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸಮ್ಮು. ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅಲ್ಲ ಸಾರಿ, ಕನ್ಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಯಾವ ಸೈಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್, ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಯಾವ ಸೈಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ, ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕು ಅಬ್ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬ್ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, 75 ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಫ್ರೈಟು ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಾರು, ಕನ್ಸೈನರ್. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ, 76 ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ 5,000 ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಆದರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋ 10 ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಲಾಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಈಗ 76 ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ 5,000 ಎಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಇದು ಕಾಸ್ಟು 1500 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಗೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದೆಷ್ಟು, 10 ಯೂನಿಟ್. ಅಬ್ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಅದು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿತೀನಿ ಅಬ್ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಲಾಸ್ನ ನೋಡಿ. 76 ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ 5,000 1500 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಗಾದರೆ 10 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು, ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 1500 ಇಂಟು 10 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಬ್ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಲಾಸ್ 50,700 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ 75 ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ 54,300. ಎಷ್ಟು ಯೂನಿಟ್ಗೆ ಇದು, 1,490 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕನ್ಸೈನಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ನಾನ್ ರೆಕರಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ನಾನ್ ರೆಕರಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ ಅದು 14,900, ಯಾವುದು ಅನ್ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್. ಇನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ನು ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ರೆಕರಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್, ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಗುಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ನಾನ್ ರೆಕರಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅನ್ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ 14,900, ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು, 75 ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ 69,200. ಎಷ್ಟು ಯೂನಿಟಿಗೆ ಬಂತು, 1,490 ಯೂನಿಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು. ಓಕೆ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗುಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ಕನ್ಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, 75 ಲ್ಯಾಕ್. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ 75 ಲ್ಯಾಕ್. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕನ್ಸೈನರ್ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಬರೀಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಆರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಕನ್ಸೈನರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, 75,000 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 30,000 ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 1,05,000 ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಕನ್ಸೈನಿ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ಸೈನಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ಅವ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ಲೋಡಿಂಗು, ಗೋಡನ್ ರೆಂಟು, ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟು, ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಗೋಡನ್ ರೆಂಟು, ಅನ್ಲೋಡಿಂಗು, ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ, ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 3 ಬರೋದ್ವಿ. ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ 93,400 ಆಯಿತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಕಮಿಷನ್ನು, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕಮಿಷನ್ 5%. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ 5%. ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ 2% ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬಂದ್ವಿ. ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿರೋದು, ಕನ್ಸೈನಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, 52 ಲ್ಯಾಕ್. ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ 800 ಇಂಟು 6,500 ಮಾಡಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಅಬ್ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ, 50,700 ಆಯಿತಾ. ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್, ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಬಂತು ಕನ್ಸೈನಿಗೆ, 14,900 ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಬಂತು ಕನ್ಸೈನಿಗೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆಷ್ಟು ನಾವು, 8,000 ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 450 ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ, 240 ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. 240 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿತೀವಿ. 1,490ಗೆ 75 ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ 69,200 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆದರೆ 240ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, 12,19,200 ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಬರೋದ್ವಿ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಫಿಗರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೇನು ಬಂತು, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಬ್ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಲಾಸ್. ವಿ ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಅಬ್ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಸಫರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅಸ್ ಈಸ್ 50,700. abnormal loss ಎಷ್ಟು ಸವರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, 50,700. ಓಕೆ, and we know insurance company is giving us how many thousand, 45,000. Insurance company is paying us how many thousand, 45,000. So insurance company is paying us 45,000. Then what is the remaining loss we suffered? What is the remaining loss we are suffering? What is the actual loss, not remaining, what is the actual loss we are suffering means 5,700. Abnormal loss account starting we have to write in abnormal loss account in starting we have to write consignment account for any loss we occurred, and it is credited in consignment account, it will be debited in abnormal loss account. We know the rules. After that we are getting an insurance claim, loss must be debited. Okay, insurance claim is a kind of what income to us, it will be what credited, how much, 45,000. And finally what is the balance and or actual loss we suffered is 5,700. ಅಲ್ಲೇನಿದೆ ಅದು ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. ಕನ್ಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ, 50,700 ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಯಾವ ಸೈಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, 45,000 ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಆಕ್ಚುಲ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು, ಪಿ ಎನ್ ಎಲ್ಗೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, 5,700 ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. 5,700 ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್. ಓಕೆ, once more we know the rules of consignee account. Any sales made, either it may be in the form of cash sales or it may be in the form of credit side, it will be credited. Okay, and if any expenses incurred by the consignee or any advances given by the consignee, and if any commission due to the consignee, it will be what? Credited as per the rules. First, what is the sale made? Cash sale 52 lakh and credit side how much? 31 lakh 50,000. Total sales made by the consignee is 83 lakh 50,000. 83 lakh 50,000, and the sales amount is due from consignee to consignor. How much? 83 lakh 50,000. 83 lakh 50,000. Okay. Next, what is the advance paid by consignor to consignee? At the time of receiving of these batteries, the consignor paid 2 lakh in the form of advance. 2 lakh in the form of what? Advance. So, advance he paid in the form of bills receivable. By bills receivable account, advance 2 lakh. Next, any expenses incurred by consignee, it will be credited. What is the expenses paid by the consignee? Consignee has paid a total expenses of 93,400, which consist of godown rent, unloading, salary and advertisement. How much? 93,400. Okay. After that, he has a right to receive commission, and commission would amount to 4,17,500 as a form of ordinary commission, and he is getting a del credit commission of 63,000. Then total commission will worth 4,17,500 normal commission, del credit commission 63,000. Okay. What consignee due to consignor? consignor ಏನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು? ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯಿತಾ? ಕನ್ಸೈನಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದು ಯಾವ ಸೈಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏನು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು? ಕನ್ಸೈನರ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ನು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ. ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಪೇ? ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ 83 lakh 50,000. total sales 83 lakh 50,000 minus, in this he already paid 2 lakh as advance, minus 93,400 which he paid as expenses, minus commission 4,17,500 normal commission, del credit commission 63,000. What is the net liability? 75,76,100. What is the net liability? 75,76,100. net liability ಏನು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ 75,76,100. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂತೀರಾ. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರೀತೀರಿ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಏನು ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅವ್ನು ಏನು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಫಿಗರ್ ಕಂಡು